Okay, so here is our second last lesson. We're going to talk about transformations. We are in vertex form, so there's our vertex form at the top there. We have a times x minus h all squared plus k, and we're going to be looking specifically today at that a value. Okay, and we're going to talk about what a does other than just opening up or down, because we should know that by now. When a is positive, we know this one, it opens up. When a is negative, it opens down. So let's take a look at what other things a does. So I've made a table of values here for you, and we're going to graph the first set of values. So I have my x values in the first column, and here's my y values for my first parabola. Let me label my graph here first. Also, I'm going to just zoom in so I can get some points on here a little bit easier. Okay. So my first one says when x is negative 2, y is going to be positive 4. So I'm looking at this one here. Oh, let me move that over. I'm looking at this graph here, and I'm going to do this one in red. The x values are going to be the same for all of the three graphs that we do. So the column in red is the one we are graphing right now. So when x is 2, y is 4. I'm just plugging that into the x. So x squared, 2 squared is 4. So when x is 2, y is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my first point. Going down below, when x is, that was negative 2. When x is negative 1, so that one should have been up here. When x is negative 1, y is positive 1, so that should be here. When x is 0, y is 0. When x is positive 1, y is 1. And when x is positive 2, y is positive 4. So I already have my point on there. My negative was blocked off there. So I'm just going to connect my dots. So here's my parabola. And this is kind of like our base parabola. This is what we're going to compare everything to. So is it how everything moves compared to this particular one. So it's always going to have the same values, negative 2, 2, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 4. Okay, so let's do the next graph. We'll do it in a different color. We're going to do this column. So all the same x values, but now we're going x squared then times 2. Remember, bedmass is important. So we're going to square the x value. Always comes out to be positive when you square a number. So when x is negative 2, we're squaring that to get 4, and then 4 times 2 is 8. So when x was negative 2, so go down here and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, just a little bit off. So right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, so just a little bit above. When x is negative 1, y is positive 2. I'm squaring the negative 1 and then multiplying by 2. So negative 1 and positive 2. So right in here. When x is 0, y is 0 again. 0 squared. That should be a 0 in here. Please fix that. So 0 squared is 0 times 2 is still 0. Okay? Then we have 1 squared is 1 times 2 is 2. So x is 1, y is 2. So that's right in here. And then when x is 2, y is also positive 8. So way up here. So let's connect those dots. So hopefully you can see a bit of a transformation looking from the red graph to the blue graph. Okay, so now let's try this last column. Same x's, and now these are my y's. So I'm plugging in negative 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. So that's going to be way up here. So negative 2 and positive 12, way up here. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Way up here. I think my hand was on it. There we go. When x is negative 1, y is 1, 2, 3, right in here. My pen's a little bit off on the screen, but hopefully you get it right on the grid lines there. Then I have 0, 0 again for all of them. I have 1 squared is 1 times 3 is 3, so 1, 2, 3, right in here. And then I have 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. So 2 and 12 way up here. So we're going to connect the dots. So hopefully you can see, yours is probably much nicer than mine. You can see that that parabola is getting skinnier. And so when we say a parabola is getting skinny like that, we're going to use the word stretch. Picture an elastic band. You stretch it, it's going to get really narrow. So it says just below, I'm just reading down below here. Okay, so down here. So when a is greater than 1 and positive, the parabola is narrow, opens up, And as A increases, so as it gets bigger and bigger, as A increases, the parabola, we'll say here stretches, stretches and becomes more narrow. Okay, so the parabola is narrow and it opens up as that A value gets bigger and bigger. It's going from 1 here to 2 to 3, and as it gets even higher, it's going to become even more narrow, even more stretched out. Okay, let's look at the next question below. Okay, so same idea. I have the table ready for you. We're just going to fix that one thing I see already. Can you fix this right in here? This should be a 0. Okay. We're going to graph each one, and again, putting my base parabola in, that's always going to be the same. So there's my y and my x, and when I'm negative 2, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. When x is negative 1, I have positive 1, then I have 0, positive 1, and positive 4. So there's my base parabola again, always comparing to that one when we're talking about if it's stretched and things like that. Okay, so here's my second one. You'll notice it has the same A value as above, but it's a negative. So when I have a negative 2, I'm going to be down here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So way down here. When x is negative 1, I'm at negative 2. So negative 1, negative 2 is right there. Then I have 0, 0 again. Then I have positive 1 and negative 2 and positive 2 and negative 8. So take a look what happens there. So you should have anticipated that because I have mentioned about that A value being negative opens down, but it's narrow again, like the one above. Okay, and the last one, we have a negative 3. So go ahead and do that one. You can pause the video here and try it out. Okay, so there's my very stretched out green parabola there. And opening down, so it says when A is greater than 1, but negative, and negative, the parabola, we're going to say is, let me just change my color here. The parabola is still narrow because it's greater than 1, but also opens down as we expected. As A increases, the parabola stretches again and becomes more narrow. Okay, so that is what our A value looks like when it's greater than 1. Let's move over here and we're going to try out a couple more tables. You'll see what's happening there. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this one. So now we have a little bit of a different thing going on there. Still that error right in here. This should be a 0. So make sure you fix that. Maybe fix it on the next one down below here as well in number 4. Change it to a 0. Okay, so this time, same thing, same x's we're subbing in. Go ahead and draw your base parabola. I'm always going to do mine in red, so we have something to compare to. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I'm going to do my next parabola in green. So I'm plugging in still the same x values for all of them. I'm plugging in negative 2, squaring it is 2 or 4, and then 4 times a half is 2. So when x is negative 2, y is going to be positive 2, so it's going to come down here. When x is negative 1, I'm going to get a half, so I'm going to squeeze it in right below. When x is 0, I get 0. You've made this change right in here. And then same thing, when x is positive 1, I get a half. When x is positive 2, I get 2. So here's my parabola outside the red parabola this time. Okay, now let's switch to the next one. Go ahead and try the one, this one in blue. So I've put my blue dots on already. You can see they're all underneath those green ones. And I'm going to get a parabola that looks like this. So when we get the parabola that's looking really wide compared to the red one, we're saying that it is being compressed. So picture that elastic band just maybe laying on a table and you're pushing your hand down and it kind of just flops open and gets wider instead of grabbing it and stretching it out and pulling it. Okay, so down here we have when A is less than 1 and positive, the parabola is wider. Get my pen here. Wider. And opens up because it's still positive. As A decreases, so it's closer and closer to 0, the parabola, we'll say, compresses. and becomes wider as well there. Okay, so let's go down below. You can probably see what's going to happen. Same A values as above, but this time they're negative. So I'm hoping you can probably assume what's going to happen. We know negative opens down, but wider. So go ahead and draw your base parabola. I'm going to do mine in red. So go ahead and draw this in here. Okay, my y and my x. I know I'm here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So draw your base parabola. And then if you want to pause the video here, and then you can see my graphs in green and my graph in blue. Okay, so there's my green and my blue graphs. Take a look there. Hopefully yours looks the same. I'm a little off around my center there, so just I can see that. Nothing I can do about that. It's just my pen that I'm using. So I should be all hitting that center, that origin right in the middle. So hopefully yours is as well. So down at the bottom, just filling that in, it says when A is less than 1 and negative, the parabola is wider. Okay, wider than the original red one there, and opens down. As A decreases, so it's going from 1 and getting smaller, approaching 0, the parabola compresses and becomes wider. Okay, so the negative tells us direction of opening, but the actual number that A is going to tell us how wide or how narrow. Okay, so that's those. So we're done all of our types of transformations on A. Let's take a look at some examples here. Okay, so without drawing every single table, we're going to just talk about this one. So it says describe the transformations. So we're describing the transformations that will be applied to our y equals x squared, so that's my red graph, to obtain each of one below. And then we're going to sketch. Sketch means we're just going to put some numbers on that we know, maybe not necessarily come up with a table of values. So my A value we see is a -5. So you can tell me a couple things here. It opens down because it's negative, but also because the 5 is bigger than 1, it's getting bigger, it's also going to be stretched. Okay? You can say narrower than y equals x squared. So that's what stretched means, narrower than the x squared. So I'll draw my x squared on here. Okay, remember it's just a sketch. So I'm drawing my x squared on here so I have something to compare it to. And then we need something that's going to be narrower and it's opening down. So we have to make it narrower than the red one, but opening down. And I think something like that is just good enough. As long as you give me that original one right in here, so I have something to compare it to, so I can you recognize what stretch looks like, then that's good for me. Okay, let's try this last one here. So we have our A value equals a positive 1/4. So you can tell me that it opens up, and then also it's going to be compressed. And what does compressed mean? Wider than y equals x squared. So wider than our original. So if I say this is my original parabola, that's kind of messy, right? Then I need something that's wider than that, like this. And that's all we're looking for when it says something like a sketch, right? Sketch is just a quick little pic of what that looks like. You don't need to get into the table of values like you did above. Those were just there for you to understand where these numbers were coming from. Okay, and that is it. That is transformations of A. There are 3 examples, I think, in the homework, so make sure you try those and send them to me. Good luck, and try the next lesson I'm going to post. It'll be the last one. Take care.